Hello friends, this is Avril. I'm coming here to share a completed uh, junk envelope journal that I created for a swap in the Facebook group Uniquely Robbins and Friends. And by the time you see this video, my journal would have gone out. But I wanted to record a video right quick because I always forget to record projects that I worked on for swaps especially, and then I just send them off, and then that I don't have anything to show. But using this English rose garden paper, and it's one of those hot buys from Michaels, a pad I've had in my stuff uh, forever, and there's 24 designs, and I used all the designs except this one page, and I don't know why I did not use this one page. I guess it's pretty full already. It is a chunk, but I also created used laces and items that I've had. Everything I used I had, and the junk envelopes I also had because I'm collecting a whole bunch of stuff. But let me go ahead and show you the I wrote journal on this little tab thingy, and I'm also looking at that. I should have added. I was gonna cut the little screws and then E6000. I'm gonna do that probably before I send it off. But I wrote the journal and I don't like it, so I am gonna hopefully I find a sticker or something that says journal that I could just put over that. But other than that, this is the cover. Uh, I used stickles on the roses here, and then I had these like flourish stickers, and I just put them over the design of the that came in the. This is one of the pages on the paper pad. And what I did give it a half-inch gusset, and even with that wasn't enough. And then I did two eyelets so that I could tie my journal through. And then the back I left very plain. Other than I fabric tacked the ribbon here and just there. And then I just tied up both the lace. It's a lace that I had in my stash. So then we're going to go ahead and open it. And you could see, here's the flourish. And I did glue those down. I'm hoping that they all stay. And that's the page all together. And when you open it, this is the first signature. And these are all envelopes, the base of the. So what I did is I got the larger ones, and I glued two of them together by the flap, and then I created this flip out. I added a lace here, and just back the cards. It says happiness blooms from within, and then I just stuck it in there. This I just left pretty blank. Then you just go ahead and close it. Oh, I forgot that I glued this bird here just to break up some of the page. And oh my gosh, this is what do you call it? A journaling card that I made using the paper and just a scrapbook of paper and for the back. And yes, of course I'm making a video and it's going to challenge me. So again, that goes in like that. This first signature, this is an envelope with the window. I glued a lace and then put this Let Love Grow. And this is also a journaling card in here. I inked all the edges. This is what shows through. This is the back of it. And I also lined the back of the envelope. with coffee dyed paper that I had in my stash that I experimented with. Then on the inside, I added this trim that I had in my stash. I glued down one of the cutter parts from the paper pad, and I created this tag. I used washi for the top of it, and this is just jute string that I used to do the tie. Then I used some coffee dyed doilies, a couple of coffee dyed sheets, another one of the cutter parts, and then the cutter parts I just did like a, what do you call these, corner tucks. Use some washi tape on the edge of this. This is Tim Holtz, and just did the cards, ink them, and they go like that in here. Then this is another envelope, and then I just used one of the cutter parts, lined it, glued and stapled a little lace, also lined it with the coffee dyed paper. Here I use this paper, I just left it like that, a heart doily. And then this page, holy cow, ooh, my glue was still a little wet. There we go. This, I created this pocket out of lace, and then this is just another card. Then this is a card that I made with index card. I just added a tag in there. It's a plain tag. I didn't do anything to it. And I added some of the cutter parts here in the pocket. And then here is, I added some lace here. And I'm going to tell you that this lace is holding my page because it actually tore. The coffee dyed paper tore on me. I pulled too hard. I was doing something and I pulled too hard. But I used this lace on this side as tabs and on both sides, you could see. And added tape on this side and added this lace. And that seems to have done the trick. So it is holding the page together. Hopefully it holds up. So sadly it tore, but I added a trim here on the side, and this is another envelope, and I created a really long thin journaling card with some of the, this is all the same, this is all using the same paper pad. Oh yeah, yeah. And again I lined it with coffee dyed paper. I just left that like that. Here you could see that that's how I sewed my signatures. This is also another envelope, and this is another one of those tags, long tags. And I use some washi tape here at the bottom on both sides. This is again the page that tore on me, and I just had to figure out a way to fix it. There you go again, but the tape was, my glue was still too fresh, and I shut it. So on this side, I replicated the other side. I added a library card I had bought, and I just kind of decoupaged on it. I don't know how to do that very well, but I think it turned out okay. And then on this side, I glued here in the middle and then made two little tuck parts, or you could stick them in like that. So I just kind of like just making sure it's not going to stick again. But that's that. That's why it has that lace on there. The other side of the doily, it's mainly decorative, and then here's the other side of that envelope. And this is again piece card and the back, and lined with cardstock, and that was lined with coffee paper, coffee dyed paper. Here's another one of those, the edge of the Tim Holtz washi tape. So I used some washi tape. I was so proud. I mean, I hardly ever grab for the washi tape. I did another one of these top tucks, and then I just used two of these cut aparts and just dyed ink the edges. I didn't back the cards. I wasn't sure the person that's going to receive them could choose to do so. I don't know how they were going to use them. Over here I created a pocket out of another one of the cut aparts and another same tag that I created earlier. On some of the spots I duplicated the same. And this is the back of the first signature. There's only 2 signatures in here. And I also created I think this paper, I used both sheets of the paper to get those flowers. But that is copy dyed paper in there. And I always have so much trouble sticking this in. And I made them more narrow so that it fit pretty smoothly. Then this is the second signature with this beautiful paper. And I just glued this base with flowers, and it has some of the metallic on there, kind of to break up the page and make, you know, kind of so that you could tell that this is the second signature. I can't speak today. I made a whole bunch of the pockets and corner tucks and stuff like that with the cut aparts from the paper pad, and I just did this, so it's pretty simple. On here, I also added 2 more sheets of the copy dyed paper for journaling, and that doily, and then I added this piece of lace, which is so pretty. And here in the middle, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 envelopes glued together by the tabs. This is pretty open here, just simple. And on these tabs, I created journaling cards, and just with the paper, and then backed with and the same over here. It's the same paper, same. I'm not gonna put it all the way out. And on this side, I did add another one of those pockets, and this is a tag that I had in my stash from something. I added some purple fibers that I had, and it matched pretty well, so I went ahead and used it here. And then we have this beautiful script, that's the inside, and then the back. And that I didn't do anything to this because I just thought it was so pretty. And that paper doilies, and this I made pages out of envelopes, so this is another page, and this I left like that. They could journal here, but I just thought the paper was so pretty, I used that as my center page. And this is the added lace here, and this is another 2 papers of coffee dyed paper, and these are another envelope folded in half, and I just added that cut apart there, match really well. And I made these are pockets here, and then I just created again journaling cards with the paper, rounded the corners so they could slide easy. And this is so pretty, I left it like that also. You could see It's very pretty paper. I hope this video is recording okay because it seems kind of far to me on my camera, but and this is another one of those pockets. The 2 coffee dyed pages, that doily, the back of the second signature, another corner tug, and just a little card that they could journal on. And here's the back of the, this is the back of the second signature. This is the back of the journal. I added the butterfly, and the front it had the bird. And then here I did the same thing. I left this like that. And then here I created a belly band with the lace, just like in the front. And on this I added butterfly. And it has lines. And I just dyed, what do you call that? Distress ink the edges. And that's pretty much it. If you see it, it opens like this. It's gonna be like crazy, like it's gonna want to open on itself. Very fat, but and the back again is very plain. But when I tie the lace to it, it holds together really well. So this is my junk envelope, junk journal, I guess that's what they call them, junk journal, because it's made out of junk envelopes. But I hope you like my project, and I hope my partner likes the project. Thank you so much for stopping by. Love and blessings to you always. Bye-bye.